I love working with Monica. She's so dynamic and determined and leaves no stone unturned. And, you know, all of the scene work was just so exhilarating because it was free and it was different and it felt like we were improvising all the time. And Will had set it up for us like that, but we built this bond where we could just fall flat on our face each time and there'd be no worries because if you try something, we were always reaching. And I feel like we provided a nice space for each other to do that creatively and like in a safety thing of like, don't worry, you know, just go for it. And I loved watching Monica work and prepare and all of those things. It was really wonderful to watch.
Yeah, all the same to him. I mean, I think Callum has a great balance of being someone who takes his work very seriously and takes acting and film seriously and also doesn't take himself too seriously, doesn't like, you know, it always stays fun and creative, and he's not operating ego first. In fact, very little ego at play, I think, when he works. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch, and it opens up a kind of creativity within him that's just like so fun to get to play with and be his scene partner, because then the two of you can just like volley any idea and try things. And like, you know, there were plenty of times where we would try things that wouldn't exactly be the right thing, but between me, Callum, and Will, we were always safe to offer ideas and try stuff and play with things, and we knew that the other would catch us in some way, and if something didn't work, we could always, you know, try something else. And I think the friendliness in that between the three of us also just made it so that like failure didn't hurt so much, and we could like dust ourselves off and try something new.
There was no failure. It was just an attempt at something that it wasn't going to make the movie, but the opportunity was there to make another attempt, and until we...
Yeah, or you find something within it that works, like a piece of it, and then you put that into the next attempt. And it just was really fun. Will is such a fun director. He's made great rom-coms that like give you goosebumps and like get the whole, you know, audience in a theater talking back to the screen. He's such a delightful filmmaker. And then on top of that, for this film, he pitched it to me with film comps like Uncut Gems and After Hours and Midnight Run. And I just thought that approach was so interesting and so intelligent, and it just made it so clear immediately that he was, I don't know, it's like thinking really creatively about New York City, and about telling a story where there's like kind of political undertones, but also that like love rides above all, you know, and like and taking us on that journey with like handheld cameras and stuff. I just thought it was such a brilliant approach to a rom-com, because the story itself between these two is somewhat simple in its in its essence, I guess. But the fact is that we're in this sort of crazy world. It's like the urgency is ramped up because we have one night, and I think you feel that in the filmmaking of the film too.
Yeah, I think that he elevates. I mean, I think that's kind of the adrenaline junkie of him in the day-to-day workings of this film was that he is constantly excavating moments and bits and elevating the film and the scenes constantly. I mean, I'm just thinking about some of the things that both of us have to go through in this film separately that are absolutely hilarious and mind-blowing and like jaw-dropping, and that you just are totally grounded. They're totally grounded in reality.
Yeah,
and that's what makes them so hilarious. You know,
gives you goosebumps. He knows how to make those moments really sing.
He's the rom-com king.
Yeah.